You know this world has gone insane. It is absolutely no secret. But tonight, Saturday night, you are about to experience the true measures of what that insanity can bring you. Tonight, you are about to see Bald and Bonkers, the one-of-a-kind show that delves deep into the world with no holds barred. Now, meet your hosts, Dakota Franson, specialist of the strange, and Christopher Mule, the UFO fanatic. Now, give it up, and let's see what these two idiots can bring you.
Hey everybody! I could just joined tonight by some amazing people. Obviously, Dakota here, you know, my sidekick, you know. Sherry, right alone, and then a lovable Mike, the naked Bigfoot.
Hello, guys.
Lovable's not the word most people use.
Oh, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Your channel is amazing. And honestly, everybody that's listening to this in the podcast form, please visit Mike's channel because he does these like tales. What are they called? What's the called again, Mike?
Okay, don't have any kids in the room when I say this out loud. It's called What the Fuck Paranormal Chat with the Naked Bigfoot.
Honestly, yeah, guys, you need to watch.
What you say about me, Christopher?
I didn't say
And why
nothing.
am I
You were my
double banging
sidekick. Yeah.
That's it. Banana underwear coming soon.
Right. We're joined also by Sherry Paranormal World Investigators, and it's good to see you back, Sherry, because you weren't very well. So
still not very well, but I'm still trying to kick it and get on with it.
Yeah, good things are coming. You'll feel fine soon. There you go. Using my psychic powers, you know. So Dakota, what's news? What have you got interesting things to say?
I thought we agreed to hold off towards the end.
I know.
So because everybody seems to come in at the last 5 minutes.
It's not about that. It's about our guests, man. It's our guests.
Our guest is whoever the fuck wants to come on with us.
Yes. Tonight, guys, anybody can join us. Obviously, we've got 2 awesome guests already in. So if you want to come in, the link is in the Bald and Bonkers chat for anybody that's want to come on. Do you want to post it in the old thingy my bobber there? There you go, Mike. There's a saying for you, thingy my bobber.
Thingy my bobber to what?
Just ignore me, guys. I've got the cold. I've had it for a couple of days now, and I've been taking large quantities of pharmaceuticals to help me overcome the plague.
The evils of modern medicine.
I know, but they do make you feel quite nice, don't they?
What kind of man do you want?
Well, I think but mine are quite strong, so.
I know.
I've partaken of modern medicine before. Morphine's fucking amazing. So
I'm allergic to morphine, actually. So
what?
It's weird you should say that because I used to take morphine. I've got a kind of nerve problem in my face, and it's really sore. And this is going back maybe 8 years ago. I used to take it, and it made me feel weird. Like, it made me feel really weird, and I just had to stop. But man, I know I look.
Dude,
hey, Drew, you want to come join us?
Yeah, Drew, come on in, Drew.
Pop up.
No, his brother, Drew.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
I remember kicking him out last time by accident. I weren't sure if it was him or not.
Honestly, please, no, God, no. He's happy.
Oh, come on, the links are already posted.
Yeah, I know.
Come join.
I know. Oh dear. So, Sherry, what's new with you? What interesting do you have going on your side of the paranormal?
At the minute, apart from watching you guys and supporting, not a lot, because
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not
That's
allowed to
right.
engage in these activities at the minute because
I
of
know.
how unwell I am. But I am trying to put some things together ready for when I come back. Like I'm trying to look through some bits to do for the Lost Magic show when I'm well enough to get back up and do it again, and some bits for my channel. I'm working on like trying to do some more paranormal and UFO investigations.
Yeah.
See if I can get any more cool videos.
Well,
But I've
honestly,
got to get
guys,
better first.
check out Sherry's channel because it's an awesome channel. It really is.
Mm.
There you go. But Mike, what's the stories for next week? What tales from the
Oh my
Mike
gosh,
are you gonna
next
be telling
week,
next week?
I'll be talking about the Devil's Tramping Ground, which is an area in North Carolina that was supposedly a place where the devil himself would manifest and walk in circles and worry about what troubles he was going to place upon the world. It's this very large circle that absolutely nothing will grow in, that no animal will walk in. Earthworms wanting to go into it. It has no bacteria in the soil. I spent 3 nights there, and the next show is going to be about the time I went to, which is one probably don't want to miss, is the where I went and investigated the site of the lost colony of Roanoke.
I seen that. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
I got in so much trouble.
Why am I not surprised?
I got into so much trouble down there, but I learned so much while I was there. And so I've got some insights on the lost colony, so that's one not to miss. And I'll be telling you how much trouble I got into, both legally and spiritually. I got into a lot of trouble down there. So
I've not missed one of your shows. I sit up 2 a.m. exactly. I'm waiting, my iPad, waiting.
You're too kind. You're too kind. I try to do 2 shows, sometimes 3 shows a week. On
that place you were talking about, they said is it the Devil's? What was it called? The Devil's
Tramping Ground. The Devil's. Yeah. It has a lot of different names.
You need to go there.
The Devil's Worry Spot. It has a lot of different names. The legend is that if you go to sleep in the middle of the circle, the devil will whisk you out of there, and you will wake up the next morning outside of the circle. So
really,
yeah. So you guys wait till you hear what happened to me there. It's a really charged location. I'll just put that out. There's a teaser. It is a incredibly charged location.
Tell us a wee bit more. Come on, tell us just a wee bit more, Mike, please.
Well, I'll tell you one of the conclusions I came up with. I do believe that it's a portal. It's an extra dimensional portal into the spirit world. If you ever want to hear my thoughts about the devil and demons and angels in general, you'll have to go watch my show, because I will not rehash that, because I get into so much trouble every time. So I did a one and done show about how I felt about angels and demons. But I won't rehash that tonight.
Honestly, guys, if you're watching his show, especially Mike's show, he does this thing that he says that's a story for another time, and everybody's to take a drink of their beverages. And the other night you were doing it, and I was drinking. I had a litre bottle of water, Volvic, and you kept saying it because I played the game. I kept drinking it. See, by the time you ended your video, I couldn't get to the toilet fast.
Dude, and then see, some shows I'll take it maybe once or twice, but the way my mind works, I wander between subjects, and some people love that format.
Mm-hmm.
I always get back on topic, but I easily wander off of topics on the topic at hand and talk about other shit that's going on or that is connected to it. And I always say that's a story for another time.
There's Dakota.
Mine was orange juice, pure orange juice. That made me go to the toilet quite a lot as well. So how do you feel there, Chris?
Because you were in the chat. You were in the chat too, Sherry, weren't you?
Yeah, we kept going drink, and like that. And I lost count how many times I needed to go to the toilet.
Yeah, I had to turn it into a drinking game. It was a suggestion by another guy who runs a really amazing horror animation site called Super Horror Show, and
Hello.
he actually came up with made a joke about that, and I said, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. So,
Yep.
Mr. Samuel.
Hello,
Hey.
Samuel. How are you?
Samuel, welcome
You
to the
fuck
madhouse.
hey,
Is
Samuel.
it? For a second there, I thought he was modelling. He was really still. He was like,
Hey, folks. Nice to finally talk to you, Mike.
Nice
Here's
action.
your
You got
pet.
them working.
Yeah. What did you do, mate?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
update your phone?
Well,
I don't know. I went through and exercised a hell of a lot of demons. So
Leave it to Apple.
Oh my god, this has got to be awesome tonight. Is anybody else want to come on? Drew's Paranormal Vlogger, you're not coming up into the
She
chat.
said she might be up in a little while. Something about her other son was there or something.
We should get
Oh,
both
right.
Drews in here so your brother
Yes.
can finally be
Oh,
able to
God,
answer
no,
some
please.
questions
Yo,
about
Mike,
why you
who's your
have so many Drews
crucifix? I'll
around
burst
you.
into flames when my brother comes in.
Oh, you're not coming up to the Smith family?
Aye, Smith family, you just gonna coming up?
Enter at your own risk.
Come
Yes.
on, teamy.
That
In the name of the Father, the Son,
oh, and if you're not a
No.
fan of bad words, the word fuck and
We're-
damn and shit.
we're
is double
over-
Well, listen. We like to have these nights
It's
when
always
again
a
that
risk.
everybody
That's
can
the
come
joy
in.
of it.
You know, we do- honestly,
Praise the
we
Lord.
like to have these nights. You know, what is it?
Well,
What is
the
it?
words-
Is it reversed? You know,
Those are the perfect app.
Who has perfect abs?
I mean, you can count my ribs, but I wouldn't call them abs.
Yeah, a nice cup of cake.
oh my god! Oh,
I normally have
brother.
quite nice abs, but at the moment they're a bit floppy. Where they've been
Oh,
cut. Well, they'll
Don't
get
have
back
to
to
worry.
normal. Oh,
see, guys, this is the amazingness of the
Ouch.
Bald and Bonkers chat. You know,
Okay,
Yeah,
I can't read that, but I see my name.
Mike the Naked Bigfoot is an interesting alias.
Mike, why don't you tell them why you're called that?
Because we do
Oh,
have a lot
that's That's actually a good story. People always, I've actually had a lot of people just follow me just because of my name. But I was taught by people much wiser than me in my life when it comes to the paranormal, preternatural, and the supernatural. That fear is one of the worst things you could ever have for something, a profound fear. And if there's something that you fear, you need to make light of it to take that power away from the object of your fear. So, as a lot of people will find out if you go to my channel, or if you want to hear about some of it tonight. I've had a Bigfoot problem here on the farm for quite some time. I don't call them Bigfoots, though. They're called hairy assholes that live in the woods here.
oh my God. Don't make me laugh. I'll burst a stitch.
And no, they're not like little sugar plum fairies and forest children. They will fucking rip your arms and legs off and beat you to death with it as they're pulling your tongue out of your head. And
Yeah, guys,
and
in the chat,
to make
I'm just saying in the chat, Mike's links in the chat, guys. Sorry, Mike, can you go?
Hello, Chad.
oh, sorry, it's all good. But to make light of them is to take away some of their power. So, and to take away some of my fear. So, I came up with the name Mike the Naked Bigfoot because I have nothing to hide when it comes to those assholes. So, I know y'all probably expected something porn related, but sorry.
Yeah, it's a very undisturbed porn category.
I don't know. I can just see it the new. Oh, please don't give him any ideas, Mike.
Dude, I've had OnlyFans solicit me to do videos and shit based on my name alone. So,
Oh
you,
my
you should.
God.
Can I keep saying to Dakota? I think he should travel to your bit, Mike, and go up into the mountains and investigate the Bigfoot. You know.
well, if you go up there, dude, I'll sit on the rock at the base of the mountain, and I'll just point you where the trail is, and I'll give you 24 hours, and then I'll turn away, and then I'll walk back up the trail. You're either going to come back or come back in pieces. So, That's all up to you.
Chris, I think
dear
you
God.
need to actually grow some balls and jump in on some action more. No,
Well, I'll come with you. I tell you what, I'll come with you then. I'll come with you. I'll sit
No,
at the base
you
camp.
actually
I'll
have to
keep
get
Mike
down and
company.
dirty.
I don't want to leave him myself. We can't leave Mike himself, I'll
Well,
stay there and keep,
dude, if you
keep him
go in the
company
well,
with
you
him.
can go
So
back
it's
there, but you better have your run like a motherfucker shoes on because you're gonna,
As I says to you, Mike, all you need to do is outrun the person you're with.
That is right. You have to outrun the slowest person in the group. So, have you guys fans of The Walking Dead? I think it was
Oh, aye.
season
Oh,
2 or 3 of The Walking Dead is when Shane shot that guy in the leg, so the
That's
zombies
right.
could get him to give him time enough to get away. Well, we used to do a joke
Yeah.
about that. We used to do a joke about that with our paranormal investigations. We would call it doing a Shane. And I always used to tell everybody before we went into a location, I go, okay, if shit goes sideways, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get Shane tonight. So I'm sorry, sacrifices have to be made. My ass is too precious.
Yeah. Don't you worry,
Oh,
don't you
gosh.
worry, Mike. Me and Dakota will grab you and carry you down the hill.
Oh no, it won't be, dude. You won't even see me. I'll be going like a damn flash. You'll just see some leaves, and that's gonna be it. Flying in the wind.
Crunchy smoke as you dart off.
Exactly.
You know something? If we ever do come and see you, Mike, we'll bring Chad. We'll bring Chad with us. Chad, would you like to meet Bigfoot? Is he froze?
Ted's looking like he should be sitting there with a Tommy gun.
Or would you like to be
That
eaten by
Bigfoot or the actual Bigfoot?
The actual Bigfoot.
I'd probably take
Come
him
on,
down.
an ex-marine, you could take it. Hand-to-hand combat.
Let's play one hand stay behind my back.
You know,
Bigfoot's nothing but the world's biggest furries out in the forest. We got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, keep saying that shit. that flower power will only get you so far until you're coming out of the rear end of one that being digested. God.
oh my god! I want to hug you.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine all the animal rights people?
Oh my
We
God,
want
dude!
to save you running up to them.
I would send every member of PETA in my woods and go hug the bitch. Go find them and hug them. They're all yours. Go have fun with them.
Oh,
Go braid their hair and see how that works out.
oh my god! Out of curiosity, Mike, has there been any more sightings on your property for the Bigfoot?
Yeah, there has been. They
Yeah.
they work around the edges of the property. They're not they're about 95% less aggressive now. But we have less animals that disappear off the property. This time though, they actually do disappear off the property. Before, they would just rip the legs off the chickens and the wings off the chickens and leave them there dead as a warning, or do the same thing to the goats, rip their legs off and rip their heads off and leave them out there in a pile.
Damn.
But now they just take the animals. But they don't take as many. They'll take 1 or 2 a month, and that's it.
That's
And then
great.
we have people that work on the property too. That some of my farm hands and the people who work our fields, they still see shit out there, but they know to never be alone in the fields, the cornfields, and never be alone near the woods. They always work in pairs, and they always go armed. So
Yeah. That's
So the Bigfoot
I mean,
can be really dangerous then.
Oh yeah.
yes,
oh yeah.
I don't know if I would want to run into one. I think I would probably run the opposite direction as well if it rips your legs and your head off.
they don't play. They don't play.
I don't think it's as nice as is it Harry and the Hendersons. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, we're closer to Washington here in Idaho, where they're a little bit more laid back. But
So they can be okay with humans and that. Then they're not always
most
nasty
people
to
over
humans.
here,
I
though,
believe the
their
ones
distance,
that
mind
the
them,
ones that
they'll
are
mind
outside
you.
the mountains. Well, you have different tribes of them too, and I think the ones outside the mountains, depending on how they have interacted with the people that they're around, and throughout the eons and the decades and the centuries, is how they're going to receive you. They're either going to completely ignore you or threaten you or potentially kill you. Because you remember out in the United States, out here in the Midwest, there's always the Indian stories out here in the Midwest of these large red hairy men that would come down and actually take the men, women, and children, and they would eat them. They were cannibals. So I need to do a show on that.
It's actually quite interesting. It's actually quite interesting you say that. It's actually interesting you say that, Mike. See that guest we had on Dakota, the professor?
Yeah, Dr. Meldrum. Yeah, that's actually an hour from me where the story he was talking about. So
with the Indians, they'd be in their wigwams at night and they would see the hairy hand coming over to grab their children.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They saw us as prey, and I think a lot of them still see us as prey. So,
yeah, I mean, I didn't know it. That obviously they think Bigfoot's off like the monkey kind of side, the kind of chimp kind of side of things, and I didn't know that about chimps, that they actually can be cannibalistic, and I did not know that. It just shows you that professor guy was so interesting.
Chimps will actually get into tribal wars, and the young are all usually taken as trophies, then eaten.
Yeah.
And see, there's examples of that in larger primate behavior in both the Congo and parts of Asia. Where you'll have different groups of large gorillas or large primates that will raid another group, and they'll kill as many males as they can, and they'll take the children, and they'll take the babies, and they'll take them back, and they'll eat them. So there is evidence of it existing in nature. Hey, Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Hello.
No.
What?
Come up.
I just would like to say to everybody in the chat, please go and check out the Smith Family Paranormal channel, because they're doing a giveaway tonight. I see it popped up in the corner there. Don't worry, I'll no enter. I don't want to win it again. Oh, look at that box. It does look lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, we got our lovely monthly giveaway type show. And it already put in there what it is. Since it's prom night tonight, we got prom 2022 is the hashtag that you'll use. So if you follow us on here and on Twitch, 2 chances. So I got to get off here,
guys.
Since the chauffeur needs to get ready.
Oh. Nice hat, by the way.
Good luck, brother.
It's Austin's hat. I'm trying to get it. He apparently crushed it, so I'm trying to, with my fat head, trying to get it to.
Oh, I feel you. My mother used to get me to wear her heels to break them in a little bit more for her.
Oh my God, it's coming out now. Dakota used to wear high heels, ladies and gentlemen. Did you?
I don't need to know about your drag, your RuPaul, okay?
I mean,
there's actually an embarrassing story behind that.
Again, I don't. TMI.
The short answer is I got out of having to be someone's maid of honor at a wedding just because she could not find heels my size.
Oh my God. Oh, don't hang it off. God's
true story.
I've got a vision in my head now. I can't get it out of my head.
What's really bad? I wanted to see if she could find the heels that big.
What size shoe do you wear?
You had size 18.
What?
18.
I'm quite sure you find them nowadays.
Oh, you can find them. There's lots of people who make custom shoes for drag shows, so we can get you hooked up, dude.
Yeah, no. I've been in the size.
You got paid the ones that clowns have, you know.
Some nice ruby red ones.
Used to wear my shoes for their clown costumes on Halloween.
Okay. Linda will be starting the live at 7. I'll be following after because the kids have to be at prom at 7. So I'll see you guys.
Oh, is it prom night?
Oh, good
God
luck.
bless them. Yep. See you later.
Yeah. There you go.
Lovely,
That's
lovely.
something I've just learned, that Dakota likes to dress as up as a woman. So there you go, ladies and
When you
gentlemen.
grow up in
It's-
a house full of nothing but women, it does damaging things to a man's psyche.
it's
All these
Dakota,
women
what
you know,
guys that want multiple women relationships, you're nuts.
I bet you
What's your
make
drag
it
name,
the
Dakota?
funniest women. Bet you play on all their weaknesses and make it fun.
Oh my god, I honestly just don't know. You know, look, you're getting Mike, the naked Bigfoot, awfully excited here, Dakota.
Wait till Mike finds out about our swimsuit lines.
I know. Why don't we show it? Actually, it's the perfect
I seen my
opportunity.
socks. I seen my socks with the merch on them. They're really
Did you
nice.
see this, Mike?
Oh,
We need to get you
Lordy.
something out of there. Ah, you know.
All right, let me see if it'll cooperate.
And Drew's got her own merch on there too. Mercy, it's lovely merch.
Yeah, we're slowly getting Sherry on there as well.
Mhm.
Everybody should have Drew's Paranormal Vlog socks.
Oh yeah. Just think of the luck it will bring them in the woods,
Yeah.
hunting
Ooh.
spirits.
So, yes, Bald and Bonkers now has its own Shopify store with all sorts of stuff. See, we have a Kiss Me, I'm Bonkers, got basketball jerseys, hats,
The
bikinis,
bits are amazing.
hoodies, mugs.
Look,
We
look
got
at that! Look at that!
Oh, I like the
somewhere there,
bikini.
Mike.
The bikini's
Yeah.
really nice. And that shorts and t-shirt thing. It's really nice.
no, we can
I
put
don't
you
see
a
any
little,
smugglers though. You need to put some
for Sherry.
smugglers on.
Say that again.
Killer
Sorry.
Oh my god!
I do like my bikinis. I do.
Mm.
So do I.
Oh my god! Don't make me laugh, Mike, because my stitch will literally burst. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mike, we don't want to do too much with Sherry. She did just get out of the hospital.
What is the
You know
thing
what? It
from
was
the
the worst thing me
next
coming up on this
end?
panel because you guys did make me crack up. I knew I was not going to be able to not laugh.
What is the second thing from the end?
This thing here,
The bandana.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah.
What's that?
it's a hat, a beanie.
Is it?
Ah,
You know
Yeah.
that, aye.
We got hats, all sorts of stuff on here.
right.
Brought by category. We have themes, and in case there's something that I may have accidentally forget to put in one of the labels, you can just look at the full catalog. See, I already got to go in.
Sherry's up.
Yep.
What's that?
You're in here too, Drew.
Sherry's
Did you know that?
best. That was nice.
Yeah, we got to get. We got some stuff for Sherry on here. Sherry has her own
Ooh,
shoes.
look at them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Cool.
look.
Oh,
Ooh,
sigils. Definitely get
they
a
look really cool.
sigil.
I like the
Chris
website.
actually had a good idea with the sigils to make them onto candles as well.
Yes.
That'd be a good
Mm.
idea.
I need to do
Everybody
something that
likes some
says
candles.
"Kiss me, I'm naked" or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Mike says.
Here's your man. Maybe Dakota can maybe
Only.
make something. Mike,
Need to do
you know?
something like
If
that.
it's naked, Bigfoot.
You know, I'll personally like the
Painted
website.
faces.
I honestly see the work that Dakota's put into the website, guys. Honestly, amazing. I mean, do you want to show it, Dakota?
Actually,
Yes,
Mike,
it's
we have a
amazing.
little something for you on our website now.
Oh God.
Oh,
Nice.
don't worry.
It's nice.
We're trying to help you out, brother. All right, let's see. Oh, start working, you piece of puke. Starting to like my own math teacher. Anyway, window. Friends of the network. All right, so we added a new section to the website. Friends of the network.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through this nice little slideshow. Parapost, Elena, Soda Voce. We have our friend AJ's podcast on here as well. And we have Mike
Who's
the Naked Bigfoot.
Aw. Thank you. That looks awesome.
Cool.
You know,
Cool.
the guy who did that that avatar for me, I traded him some work. He wanted a Mojo bag, and he says, "I'll make you an avatar." I said, "Deal." So he made me that avatar, and I use it all the time now. My original
a cool one.
avatar was a giant Bigfoot with my face cut in on its head. So
Yeah, I remember seeing that one.
it looked really bad. It looked really, really bad. I really, really always loved that avatar that he made for me.
We need to get that with some merchandise for Mike. What would you some swimwear for Mike?
Thongs has to be thongs.
Thongs.
The Naked Bigfoot only promotes thongs for men. That is, I mean, women. I guess you could have a thong too, but most men in
He was wanting
the field of squatchery enjoy thongs. So it's just a fact. Everybody involved in the field of squatchery wears thongs. So it's for the comfort and freedom of movement as you're running through the woods, trying not to get your ass beaten.
And if you lose them in the woods, the Bigfoot use them as floss for their teeth.
No, you won't lose them. They hug the boys tightly and they go right up the butt crack. I mean, they let you run like a bitch into the woods. So if you have to strip off your clothes and run, you can run freely.
Oh my god! Oh, it's just Jesus.
I'm not joking.
God.
If you try to run in if you try to run from something like briefs or regular boxers or anything like that, dude, you cannot get any movement. If you're gonna fucking run, you need to wear a thong because you got free movement then. Your ass can run, and your shit doesn't back all over the place either and get hurt.
Question: what type of footwear do you wear, Mike?
I prefer Crocs. Crocs are good.
Croc.
Yeah, Crocs are good.
What a croc.
Crocs you can get a lot of traction with. So, and if you need to take them off and throw them at something, you can do that too before you haul ass. It's perfect for, wearing a thong and Crocs is perfect for any paranormal investigator out there, just to let everybody know.
That should be
it should be standard gear is Crocs and thongs, and a big Hawaiian flappy shirt. Because you can take it off and throw it at something.
That in my head. I can't get it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Trust me, there's lots of Polaroids of me running like a bitch from something, of me wearing a Hawaiian shirt with a thong and Crocs on.
Go get you, cool.
There are Polaroids of that. Of me running for my life.
You should. Oh, Mike, you should actually bring out your own photo book.
Oh God.
Postcard from the Appalachian Mountains.
Why not?
Oh yeah,
why not?
There's numerous pics of me running from the Goat Man dressed like that. So.
Oh my god.
And there's also a
There's
couple of me
Dakota
punching out a supposed haunted clown too.
Ooh, that's something I don't like.
Clowns don't go together very well.
I hate clowns.
Evil clowns are, I actually took time before I became more or less a homebody. Back in the day, if everybody remembers when evil clowns appearing in people's yards and in the woods, fucking with kids and stuff. We actually had some kids come out to the farm. That we have cameras at the gates to the farm so we can see who comes and goes up there. And it was actually some of the local kids who came there to fuck with us. And we had paintball guns filled with pepper balls, the stuff they use in riots and stuff. And we waited until the clowns came halfway down the driveway because they wanted to film it to do a YouTube video with it of them acting like jackasses in our yard because, the Naked Bigfoot's farm is the scary place. So they came down dressed up as clowns to get some video. We sat on the roof and we lit them up. We hit them with about 300 pepper balls, and they were running and cussing all the way back up the road. It was so much fun.
Never to return.
We still get the occasional Randonautica person that appears on the property.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, Randonautica. I told the last one.
What do you think that is?
That Randonautica thing is it's a tool to get people shot or killed. That's what the fuck it is. It's a tool to get you eaten by something too.
I tried
because last time we had the local state troopers come out to collect the last Randonautica trespassers off the property. And I decided, I said, can I have a talk with them before you take them off the property? They said, sure. I went up there and I decided to tell them whose woods they were in. I said, these are not my woods. My woods have some weird shit in it. I did this to keep you dumb fucks from getting eaten or getting put on the back of a milk carton.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be hurting you, okay? You fucked up. And now make sure you share that with everybody out there in YouTube land and Randonautica land.
Yeah, definitely.
I tried it once.
Our property keeps coming up on fucking Randonautica. I'm sick of it.
Wonder what's in there. I mean, why do these coordinates go up on these platforms? Wonder why.
I don't know. I don't get what generates it.
Yeah.
If they've got some kind of weird, otherworldly, fucking probability generator that comes up with the properties. But
I think, I think it's using like GPS. I think it's using pre-program. I think it must be some type of GPS or something that it's like on the map. It's I tried it just to see what would happen. It took me to the BP petrol station, and the only shocking thing that I seen was the price of gas.
Only a heart attack.
I mean, I think it's a load of rubbish. That Randonautica is a lot of rubbish. Right?
We'll need to try it. Just to debunk it, we'll need to try it in the car.
Right.
Well, it keeps sending those cock knockers to my property, and I wish they'd stop.
Yeah,
I know. I see in Scotland you can roam where you want. You can go anywhere you want. It doesn't matter if you own the land. You can't stop anybody if you can own it. You can right to roam. Yeah, right to roam here. You can't. It's in Scottish law. I can basically walk through the nearest. There's a lord stays in a big just up the road from me. There's a big ginormous castle house, and the guy's called Lord Hume, and he stays there, and he owns like thousands and thousands of acres. I could march right through his land, and he could not do it. See if he tried to stop me. See if he put his hand on me. The police would actually arrest him.
Oh bullshit!
No.
As long as he's not loitering in the area, hanging around.
You've got to keep walking.
Let me tell you something about jolly old America. We had very strict trespassing and land owning laws here. If you own the land and you don't want somebody on it, and if you come on the land, you've officially forfeited your right to life. So.
Oh, look, honey, another trespasser.
It's a bit like that in England as well for certain places.
Yeah, England, that's right, Sherry.
People have to go to guns, isn't it, though? I mean, what if these people are genuinely needing help? I don't know.
Well, we had people that would steal spring water off our property, too, because we would have a number of little small springs on the property people would come and collect the water from for whatever fucked up reason. Until I posted a sign saying that I pissed in that spring every morning. And then suddenly I stopped seeing footprints leading down to the springs. So
oh my, but see, spring water, it's actually quite good for you.
So it ain't good for you if it's got naked Bigfoot.
You should bottle it, Mike. You should bottle it.
Dude, it's not Mountain Dew. You don't do the do, you come on the property.
Oh my god. So Drew, how about you? How's your YouTube channel? You're nearly 1,000 subscribers, Drew.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm at 908, I think I am right now. I'm
right, that's that. We need to find Drew. Everybody, we need to subscribe to Drew. Everybody needs to subscribe. We need to find your channel.
I'm
let's get you to 1,000.
Nicely. I'm happy.
Yeah, Drew has a really awesome channel. She needs to hit 1,000 by the end of this upcoming week. That's the challenge.
Oh, I'd love to. I would need to get my watch hours up as well, though. So it'll come when it comes. I'm just enjoying talking to all these awesome people.
So if you have not viewed and or joined Drew's I can't talk. Fuck. Subscribe to Drew's to Drew's channel, then you are a butt sniffer. and that's
Yes.
me being polite. You need to subscribe to it, so and not be a butt sniffer.
Take a rest.
I'm going to make a prediction. You're at 1,000 by next week.
Wow,
Friday or Saturday.
that's a good prediction.
Well, if you're not, you'll
I've
see
just got
100
100
pounds.
to go.
No, I'm going to take her out soon, ghost hunting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We'll get you
we'll
there. We'll get
definitely get
you
out now
there.
the weather's getting better.
Yeah. But yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it'll be quite good. I would like to go to Stirling Castle. I've not been there for a long time.
And the Wallace
Stirling Castle's nice.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Wallace Monument. I've been to the Wallace Monument and I've been up to. You would like that, Mike? The Wallace Monument, you know? William Wallace. You ever seen Braveheart, Mike? Come on. Every American
Yes.
has seen Braveheart. But there-
I have dressed up as what's his face from Braveheart before.
William Wallace.
The face
Yeah,
paint,
well-
I'm assuming.
Face
Mel
paint.
Gibson.
Yeah. I was wearing a patriotic flat thong at the time, and a leather bandolier, and I had my
Oh
face
my
painted
God.
blue. It was pretty cool.
Do you have any photos of that, Mike? You could-
I'm pretty sure there are.
You should not be showing that.
I'm sure.
Mike, send me the picture of that.
Like you, Chris.
I was
You
very
do
young and I
you,
needed money.
okay?
I think that's amazing for an American doing that for a fellow Scottish people. For me and Drew, as Scottish people, you know.
Oh no, I did it
Proud
for
of you,
money.
Even better.
I did it for money. Shit bad. I did it for money.
Welcome to my brothers.
I'm not that. I'm
Yeah,
not
thank
that
you.
noble, dude. My motives are not that pure. Trust me.
Oh,
What are you thinking,
my
darling?
I'd do anything for gas money back in the day.
Hey,
Anything.
Stuart.
Anything? You
Any-
would do
dude.
anything?
If I could get away with some of the stories of the shit that I pulled off, especially in Mississippi, because Mississippi, you can do all kinds of shit in Mississippi. So,
Oh yeah.
and I was trying to
Mhm.
get to Louisiana or trying to get it back up to Kentucky. I mean,
But you got to remember, in the United States, you could probably fill up your car for about $12.
Oh, yeah. You
But it's here you would need to take out a loan.
We're used to it being expensive.
Oh, we're paying nearly. I'm paying £1.70 a litre. Do the math on that on a gallon.
what's that in real money?
Oh, yeah, what's this in lazy Americans?
I'm messing with you, dude. I'm sorry.
I think it's what 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it? About 4, 5. I think it's about. Is it $12 a gallon or $13 a gallon or something?
Son of a bitch.
Something like
No.
that.
No.
Ah.
You see, Chris,
well, see,
a
when
lot
I
of the
go-
stuff that we use diesel. A lot of our equipment uses diesel
Yeah.
fuel, and I can't even begin to tell you the price of diesel right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
When I go to the gas station, I hold up the pipe and I shake it. I try and get every single drop. Looking down the spout.
because you're paying for it, man, you got to get it
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't know. See, when you fill your car up, see how the pipe goes down and then back up. You
Mhm.
pay to fill that up, so you're actually not getting the amount that you're getting.
Mm.
Unless it's
If nothing
pressurized. Some
else,
garages
just
are
drink the shit.
pressurized.
I mean, just get it out of there.
But then again, you're getting that last person's tube of
Yeah.
gas.
Mhm.
There's-
It's roundabouts, isn't it?
See the Tesco's petrol station near you, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there's a pump there? In particular, this pump is famous because people will put like £100 worth of fuel in it and it'll only charge them £2.
Wow. I'll need to tell my mum
Yeah.
and dad about that.
Yeah, I've went a few times trying to get it, but it never works for me. I always works for somebody else.
They've probably
Yeah, and I need to be a part of that shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Road trip to Scotland. Wait.
Well, with the way everything's gone in the world, you know, you'll soon need to get the horses back out again.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No,
I know
dude.
some people that can hook me up with a good draft horse that could probably haul my ass.
There you go, Mike. You can get yourself a nice horse. You could ride across the plains, you know,
Dude,
and your thong.
you don't understand my relationship with horses. I do not. Me and horses don't fucking.
Quit sneaking up behind them like that.
I mean, horses are the devil. They will go. They'll say, "Oh, yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of
To hit a horse right in the nose because it was charging
get
right
kicked
at
once
them.
with
They're
one.
evil.
I get
Dude,
kicked once.
fucking horses bite you, they kick you, they step on you.
Mhm.
A horse will
I like-
crack you up.
I've
I
seen
feed
an
them.
evil horse.
I feed them sugar cubes, right? I buy like sugar cubes and I'll feed them
Dude,
sugar cubes.
I
Pull
got
them
told to
into
give him an apple one time to make friends with a damn pony. It inhaled my arm. It tried to chew my fucking arm.
Yeah, my
hate
fault for
horses.
that.
I hate any kind of equine. Ugh.
Mm. What about donkeys? Do you like donkeys? Do you think donkeys are like cute?
Donkeys
Yeah,
taste
you
good
do
on
that,
rye
right?
bread. I mean,
Never got a problem with a donkey.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
asses, but not a donkey.
I get kicked once. I get kicked once by a horse, and it was the sorest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
yeah. Dude,
I was
they will kill
10
you.
at the time. I was 10 at the time when it happened. I was sledging in the winter time, and the sledge went right up to the back of the horse, and I stood up, and it kicked me.
No damn wonder. But no.
Anything above your knees, I think you could just leave alone.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was on the back of a camel. It kicked me
A
off.
camel?
It stepped on me. A camel. It spit on me. I mean, the camel tried to fucking
Oh
kill
my
me.
god.
Where
I
were
had to
you in a
mark my
camel?
on an elephant once.
I hate camels.
Where were you to ride a camel? Where were you in Egypt?
Oh no. I have a friend in North Carolina who has a menagerie of strange and exotic animals.
Hmm.
And I used to like going down and visit to see what he used to raise different types of skunks as pets. He sold skunks as pets, and they actually act like cats. A pet skunk is like a cat.
Mm.
And he had a camel, and the camel loved everybody but me. And oh god, if I'd got my hands on a baseball bat that day,
Oh,
I would have had camel burgers for dinner. It was just horrible, absolutely horrible. And the
it's quite
asshole
interesting.
videotaped me on the back of it screaming as I started falling off the back of it, and the camel grabbed me by my leg and snatched me the rest of the way off. Fucking camel.
I have noticed that see a lot of these kind of famous like ghost hunters and stuff like that, they do have unusual animals. See that, is it Elaine Warren? She kept, is it chickens or something like that? She had, I think, what was it she kept in her
Roosters, I
house?
think, in her house.
Roosters.
Mhm.
Yeah, she kept roosters. I
Yeah.
mean, how mad can you possibly be to keep roosters in your house?
Yeah.
That is crazy shit right there. I'm
Something
sorry.
like roosters or chickens or something. You're right.
Yeah. You can
And
see the
that's it.
point, fattening it up and stuff.
Just replace them.
I have a Siamese
Yeah.
cat in the house, and that's bad enough. She's nuts.
No.
She loves me, but destroys everybody else that comes in. So
Dakota's got a thing for cats, hasn't he? Dakota's got loads of cats.
I only have two, but I was just gonna say there's a stray that's been showing up at my house lately. I've been wanting to get closer look at it. Friendly as ever, but she has 6 toes.
has it ever spoke to you and asked you if you would like to live deliciously? Please, somebody get that reference. Please get that movie reference. Somebody get that movie reference.
See it again?
Oh,
I said, has the cat ever looked at you and spoke to you and asked you, would you like to live deliciously?
Oh,
oh,
is
that's
that
fair movie. Oh, it's,
It is. It's from one of my favorite movies. So. The
what's
Witch.
it say?
Is it the one with the Cheshire cat? Is it a Cheshire
Oh
cat?
no, it was The Witch. It's where the black goat at the very end asks the little girl, would she like to live life deliciously? And then
Right.
and it manifested into the devil. So
Right.
and she decided to become a witch at that point forward. So and the goat asked, would you like to live deliciously? Live deliciously. And I love using that line. It's the best line ever.
That's something I've always wondered. Right, the devil. Right, has MD ever? Right, I kind of got to sound stupid. Has MD ever went to a crossroads? Is it 3 a.m. to meet the devil? Has any's ever tried that to see what would happen?
No,
Can you help me out with this? I tried to explain it to him.
as witches, we go to crossroads, leave orphans, and turn our back.
Yeah.
and leave the offering.
Yeah, you go to Crossroads to do that, and also like to pick up like grave dirt and stuff if you're using it in spells. Now, I can't say I've ever stood there waiting for the devil to turn up.
You don't look back. You leave your offering
No.
and you walk away.
Yeah.
And don't look back.
No.
So who knows what takes it?
Could have been behind us, but we wouldn't have seen him.
You see, I know a lot of rituals that revolve around crossroads,
Right.
with summoning some really terrible things, and a number that use pieces of gravestones, and using gravestones as altars to make contact with some pretty awful things out there.
Yeah, you've got to be careful. It's all to do with your intent and the energy you're using to use these things and leave these offers at these places. It's all to do with what you feel at in the moment. If you want to leave an offering for, say, the devil, and you've got that intent as you leave it, then probably that's who'll get it. Just don't look back.
I've always found it really interesting about you get all these kind of famous people that are like, oh, I sold my soul to the devil, right? But what did they actually do? Did they actually sell their soul to an entity?
Saying it can sell your soul, just saying it.
I've always wondered, you know.
You've got to be very careful what you say.
I'm not going to say too much because you all know how I feel about the devil and angels.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go too far. Watch my video about devils and angels. You've got to watch.
I will get started again.
We'll be here for an hour.
Flag just
it's very interesting. It's a good theory. It really is a good
I was on
theory.
somebody else's site, and somebody in the chat room got started with me about guardian angels. And it went on for almost 2 hours, and I just went batshit nuts. And it's still one of my favorite things to go back and watch, because to this day, she won't message me. She won't show up anything that I'm in.
Well,
because I have blasphemed her.
Right. Definitely need to watch it, guys. Watch on Mike's channel, of course, but definitely watch the one with the angels and the demons, because it's very interesting theory, and it's probably true.
I've got my theory on angels and demons and stuff like that. To be purely honest with you, I don't think, and I don't want Andy coming after me after this. I don't think that they exist. To be purely honest, honestly, I think it's like the afterlife, right? It's like the afterlife, right? Let's just take the afterlife, right? I think you go somewhere, but I don't think it's what the Bible makes it as, because I think that was just created just to like control man. That's my theory in that. But none of yours. Maybe it might be totally different. But I believe there's an afterlife. But I believe that a lot of the stuff that you've been teaching is a load of absolute rubbish. But that's just my opinion. Yeah.
What you see on TV and that, like when they put like that like angels are like human looking and stuff like that, like they're creatures. They're different. They're not human. Like they might have like the tendencies and might look similar, but you can tell they're not human.
You've got to remember.
Very careful. Exactly.
Yeah, I've met many things that pretended to be an angel or pretended to be a demon to try to frighten me or impress me. But it didn't take very long for me to figure out that they weren't what they were pretending to be.
Yeah. Uncle Danny's always told us spirits lie. Just remember that spirits tell lies. So
faster than a cat can lick its ass. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to always have that in the back of your mind, that most spirits tell lies.
Yeah.
I believe in angels, don't get me wrong. I work with angels. Of course I do. I do believe in them and that, but they're not what people portray them out to be.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to work with them as well.
I just know that the earth is, these entities, whatever they are and wherever they're from, were here before the earth was made, before man existed. Right?
Yeah.
So obviously, and you think about it to aliens and other worlds and stuff like that, they must have their own concept to the afterlife, to what happens. And because you think about it, right? Say I was on Alpha Centauri, right? I was some type of alien. I would have my own opinion on what the afterlife is. You just wouldn't know anything about it. You see what I'm trying to say? the universe is meant to be full of billions of living species, so it makes you wonder. It's an amazing subject that you could dive. You'd be
Everybody's
in here all
perception
night.
on things are different, aren't they? If you think about it, like you could get like 300 or 400 people that just say 10 people, and you could ask them all about the same sort of things to do with angels, devils, and they're all demons, and they'll all say different things, how they look different, how they act different, and it's all to the person's imagination and how they see them.
And what they've been told
Yeah.
growing up and things, you've got to be very careful who you learn from, because their opinion always makes you form your own opinion. So,
And you see, exactly, Drew. And I'm going to ask Drew and Sherry this too. Now, what do you guys think about this current trend in paranormal? I'm going to say it loosely, paranormal investigators labeling everything as demonic or dark energy. That's been a trend for the last 5 years, where everything that they encounter is a dark energy or it's demonic. What do y'all think about that?
I've always said that
to try to push out
to be
most of
open
the
to
twisted
maybe
spirits.
like all spirits are different. You can't like you do get it a lot on YouTube. I've seen it where they go, "Oh my God, I've just been touched, I've been scratched. It's a devil. It's a demon," and it's not. 9 times out of 10, it's a human spirit that's reaching out to you. It's pissed off, it's upset, or something going on. You know, it's not normal. It's very rare to come across demonic spirit. Okay, and it would be for a good reason if you did. And my opinion is don't make an assumption on what something is until you actually know what it is, you know. So don't ever keep going in there thinking, oh my God, it's negative, it's evil, it's bad, it's this, it's that. Be open-minded, because you know, normal spirits can act negative as well.
I've always
if I was
said
a
a
good
demon
husband,
is not going to. The minute you're there with a camera and things, a demon is not going to perform for YouTube.
No, it's not.
Most of the time, it's going to be a twisted spirit who's trying to scare you out of the place or scare you into thinking that he is a demon or it is a demon, just for their own entertainment. But 99.9% of the time, it's probably just a twisted spirit that say they've been there too long in this life and they've turned twisted and they need help to cross over, or they're just pure twisted and won't cross over, and that's just it.
Yeah,
You got to
sometimes it can
remember.
recall in their life as well. If they've done stuff bad as well, that can make them twisted. That can hold on them.
Well, I don't know if
Places
Dakota.
where there's been murders and things, a lot of the places where there's been mass murders and things, then I would say that's getting more possibility of a portal being there that a demon could pop in and out of. But as for demons being in locations, like people will say, oh, this house is haunted by a demon. Very rarely it'll be haunted by a demon 24 hours a day. There's probably a portal there, if anything, that it's popping in and out of. But
You
it's
got to
only in
remember.
really bad situations that there might be one in a house. Like obviously I've had a situation where there was one in a house, but that was due to stupid behaviour and things that people were doing that shouldn't have been. And I had to remove them. But it is very rare. It is. And 9 times out of 10, if a demon is in your house and doing stuff to you, it's because somebody summoned it or done something stupid to make it be there, you know, because it's not just going to turn up.
Or it could be a type of predatory entity as well. It may not have anything to do with something.
You've got elementals. Like I work with elementals, you know, so I've got no problem with elementals. But you've got elementals that are not very nice, and you know, you've got so many different energies that it could be, you know, anything. And a lot of them can come across as being demonic or negative, and they're not. They're just another source of energy. That's
But
what
you've
they
got
are.
to remember. You've got to remember, a lot of the stuff you see on TV now, it sells, fear sells, right?
Yes.
I mean, let's say a ghost hunting group will go to this location and they'll find this ghost, this spirit that's a really nice spirit, and he's really happy and he doesn't do nothing to you, but there is a spirit there. That's not going to sell. But if he goes, oh, there's a demon in this house, oh, and the whole family's terrorized and there's things floating about and stuff, everybody's going to buy a copy. Everybody's going to watch it. Get what I mean? They're going to make money through it. As you say, there is a lot of elementals. Yeah,
it does, but it also makes investigators and that look bad. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going to constantly have people thinking that everything that's in the house is demonic because that's what they show on TV and that, and that is not how it is.
Most of the time, if there's bad activity in a location, especially if it's a home, it's because the spirit is frustrated that it's been ignored for so long or it's been stuck in that place for so long that it is now at the point where it's making itself really be known to get the help.
Yeah, it's reaching out.
Yeah. So that, well, I would say that's about 99% of what is really
Most
wrong.
of the house hauntings are normal spirit, yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, everybody. I mean, like one day we're going to die, right? We can't live forever. Now, it's you as a spirit. You see you're in
Speak
this
for yourself.
location. You're a ghost.
You
You're
don't
a
know what I
spirit,
know.
right? You're floating about. You're doing your thing, and you see a group of ghost hunters. Would you have some fun with them? Because I know I
Of
would.
course you would.
Well,
Oh.
But yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. God help the people that meet Mike.
Dude, it's already in my will.
Yeah.
I'm having some of my ashes shipped to Zach Bagans because I'm going to haunt the fuck out of him. I'll give him a demon. I'll give him demons
Oh.
shooting out of his ass every night.
The truth is that all spirits, ghosts, whatever, they're all energy, yeah. So all energy is very powerful, and all energy is capable of doing anything that it wants to do. It can make itself look different. It can make itself act in a good way, in a bad way. You know, it doesn't matter if you're demonic or if you're a normal spirit. A normal spirit can be just as dangerous as a demonic, okay? It depending on what's wrong with them and things like that. It's all about their intentions, just as what we've got intentions, you know. If you pay them off and you upset them, they're going to attack you. If you come in their home and disrespect them and treat them with disrespect, they're going to treat you with disrespect, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
And
You know,
sometimes
so-
they just want attention too.
Yeah.
That's all. Because
Reaching
nobody's
out.
paying any attention to them.
Yeah.
And they'll do batshit crazy stuff to get your attention.
Yeah, but a lot of these investigators
Test
that
the
go in there
boundaries
don't go
to
in
what
there
they
to
can
help
do.
them, do they? They just want to get evidence and try to make themselves look cool. A lot of them don't want to help these spirits.
No.
Yeah.
And that's horrible.
That's
I don't
the
like it.
ghost hunters and paranormal investigators that have been trying to push out there for a couple of months. Is that paranormal investigators want to help the spirit get to the bottom of why they're there and help them. Ghost hunters just want to go there and annoy the spirits and get as much crazy evidence as they can.
They just want to get famous. They want to try and be cool, but
Is that any opinions?
I mean, you think about it, right? You're a ghost in a house. This is what I don't like about ghost investigations, and there's a lot of it on TV, and I do not like it. Is they'll go to a location, and the first things they do, they don't introduce themselves. They just burst into the room and they start shouting and swearing and threatening it and telling that you're going. If you were a ghost, right? Let's Mike, you're a ghost. You're in this mansion, right? And you're just doing your normal thing. There's some other ghosts there. I'm a ghost too. Like say 100 years from now, we're all ghosts. We're all hanging about together in this location, right? Just doing our normal stuff. We're happy. And all of a sudden, somebody bursts in through the door and starts shouting and calling you names and saying that you're a demon and that. You're going to get pissed off.
you're going to
You're
react.
going to get pissed. Yeah, of course you're going to get. You're
course you
going
are.
to look what you did in my house, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That's why I think it's important that the minute you step onto the property, not even through the threshold if it's a house, the minute you step onto the property, you introduce yourself, and you say the intent to why you're there, and you speak to the actual spirits, like spirits of this cemetery. My name is Andrina. I'm here to communicate with you. I'm here to see if I can help you. You know, you don't just walk in there and start just saying, right, if there's a spirit here, move that, do this, do that. You've got to show them what you intend. And they feel it. They can feel it for you the minute you walk in there. You know?
They can see it as well. They can see it before you even get in there. That's why a lot of these investigators get a lot of bad reaction, because they can already pick up on the energy of that person already and that person's intentions. Like with me, I won't go into any building or any property until I get. What I do is I'll take offerings like Sister Drew said and oranges and things like that. I will physically go to the ground, put my hand to the ground and ask for permission to go into that place. Then I say, I'm here to talk to you, to communicate. I bring love and peace. I do not mean you any harm. I do not want to upset you. I just want to communicate with you. I want to help you. If you need help and you want to go over, I can help you do that. I've got the equipment here. You know, I talk to them like human beings, because that's how I look at them. They are human beings that are just in the spirit world, okay? And they deserve respect. So
some of them haven't heard their voice for years. Some of them haven't heard their voice either. And I always say to them, when was the last time you heard your voice? Would you like to speak through the spirit box? And It's
Yeah.
amazing because I bet a lot of them have never heard their voice even come through
Yeah.
anything.
It's actually a question I've actually wanted to ask Mike. Mike, on your voyage of discovery, yeah,
You're really
have you
adventurous.
ever come across like spirits of animals?
I had things pretending to be animals.
Right. What were they?
That would manifest and would appear to be animals, but I've never encountered a true spirit of an animal.
Right.
Now, I've seen spirit foxes, I've seen spirit deer, but they weren't the essence of a deer or a fox. That was the form they assumed at the time. I've seen when I was dealing with a fetch, well, a bunch of fetches back in the day.
Yeah.
They assumed the form of these shadowy. They would appear as shadows on the wall as cats, as cats when they would walk across the floor. You wouldn't see them, but they cast a shadow on the wall that looked like a cat shadow. But a fetch, that was something completely different. Yeah. I have again never seen a true spirit of an animal. I've seen the life essence leave an animal as it died on more than one occasion, on many occasions actually.
What does that look like?
I never saw it come back and manifest itself.
What does that look like? Out of curiosity, an animal spirit leaving its body.
As everyone may or may not know, I am a voodoo priest. I am a Hogan.
Yeah.
And when we are preparing a ritual of writing within there, if we want one to manifest within us to speak to the faithful or speak to the person that's petitioning them, the ritual involves, it's like creating a door, and you have to unlock it and have them come out. But it takes a predatory act to release. It releases an energy. Predatory acts release energy that's used as a key to unlock the door and to appease the Loa. When it would be a chicken, whether it be a goat, and there was a horse one time too, which probably explains a whole lot with me dealing with horses when I had to sacrifice a horse. When you do that and you plunge the knife into it or take its head off, what I see leaving the animal at the time looks like it's like a silent firecracker. It's a small burst of light, and then it's followed by, it looks like heat shimmer over a highway. In the middle of the day with the sun on it, the heat shimmer, and that's the essence of that animal leaving its body, is that heat shimmer. And then it fades and then it goes where it needs to go. So
here's an actually interesting question. Obviously, humans, we go to the afterlife, right? Do animals, in your opinion, Mike, where do animals go? Do they have their own form of afterlife, or are they just born again?
They're born again, according to my faith and to what I believe. They're in a perpetual cycle of being born again and again and again.
Yeah.
There's no sense of nirvana for an animal. It's always their energy is always recycled back into the same form in which they held originally. But they may have a different destiny when they come back. Instead of providing food for someone, they may live a very long life and have many progeny. It all depends on that wheel that they're on at the time. And as far as I know, animals can't break that wheel at all like humans can. We can break the wheel and not have to come back. But it's a choice we can make, but it's not a choice that animals are allowed to make. So,
because I've always found that very interesting, especially with people's pets, like cats and dogs, because everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to see my dog again when it's my time and I cross and I go to the Rainbow Bridge and stuff like that.
Well,
but
I think you'll see it, but I don't think it's going to be your actual pet that you'll see. You're going to see a manifestation of that animal that is there to comfort you in whatever afterlife you perhaps believe in. So
I
It
always
all
wondered
goes back
about
to
that.
what I said yesterday on Drew's show, really. It's about the energy. Most of the energy will go back to being that animal again, and there's always a little bit that's left up there. Like, for somebody to see for a comfort, not necessarily a communication or be with each other all the time, but it's a comfort. It's something you can see when you need that comfort. It's there,
Yeah. Because
same with
I
humans.
find when you go Sherry, sorry.
It's the same with humans.
Yeah. Because I've always wondered that, because you think about it, right? Like, take my grandmother, for instance. She died maybe about 13, 14 years ago, right? So when I get to my 90s, hopefully I'll get to my 90s, I'll die and I'll go to heaven or the afterlife. I just believe there's an afterlife, right? And
Mhm.
I want to see her again.
Of
But will
course.
she be there? Because she might be choose to come back.
She'll
You see what I'm
come
trying to
for
say?
you. It's your time.
Because
They always
people,
come for you, even if they
yeah,
do come back as somebody else. There's always a part of that energy that is left up there, a
Yeah.
part of her left up there. So there will
Because
always
you
be
made
Right.
somebody
that
waiting for you.
connection.
right,
Because she was one of the people that you connected to the most in
Yeah.
life.
Bond.
These people tend to come back for you. What is
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
belief? Like your grandmother, who you had the best connection with, or that auntie you had the best connection with. Usually, I find with talking to different people, there's maybe even non-reincarnated, like out of body experiences and things. That's the
Mhm.
people that they see, is because that's the person that you made that connection with when they were
Yeah.
alive. So the chances are that's who'll come for you when you die because you trust them.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Mike?
I'm a little different. And
Right.
whatever afterlife you go into, you're going to see what you expect to see when you go into that life, into that next
Right. I've
part of
heard
your
that before. Yeah.
existence.
Yeah.
You're going to see what you
Whatever
want
you
to see.
expect. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to meet your expectations. Let's put it that
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a
It's
lot of people
fascinating.
try
That.
to explain heaven, don't they? They try to explain heaven, and to be honest, heaven is what you make heaven. Heaven is your own heaven. Like when you go up there, it's how you would pursue it, how you would see it, the people you love that would be there, your animals that would be. It's what you would persuade and see as. Everybody sees heaven in a different way, just as they do hell. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of everything.
Everybody's got a
It's
different
it's a
religion.
paradise.
Yeah.
It's a place that is in here, even though it's
Because
up
I
there.
said
It's
to
here.
my dad,
Yeah.
for all my dad doesn't believe in coming, he can come back as a spirit if you like. I said to him, if you pass before me, I would like you to come back and visit me to prove to me. And then I thought, after it,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty selfish of me to say that, because if my dad doesn't believe that, then that's quite selfish of me wanting him to come back just for me, when really he should be, when he passes over, going to where he wants to go, do you know? So
Well, I'm
I
going
thought
to
that's pretty.
guarantee you all something here. If I die before you all, I'm definitely coming back to haunt you all.
Yes, definitely. I would like that, thank
Oh.
you. Yes, please.
Well, think about it.
I'm gonna manifest as fart sounds and fart smells. Just to let everybody know.
Well, no, it's you, Mike.
So if you hear a disembodied fart or you smell a rotten egg fart, that means I'm in the room with you. So
Okay, and it's not a
Oh
demon, it's
my
just Mike.
god.
no, the only demon is what comes out of my ghostly posterior.
Oh my god. I don't know what would be worse, seeing Mike coming towards me in a haze as I lie in my bed at night, or a demon. Oh dear God.
Fart once for yes and fart twice for no.
What happens if you do it 3 times?
Oh,
If
no.
I did it 3 times, that means you need to run.
Get out the room quick.
Oh,
They
there's
don't know
Dakota. What are you doing there, Dakota? Because you're all silent. You've got your headphones on
It
there.
feels
What
like
do
it to
you
me. It
hear?
seems like he's picking up on something.
Yes, he's picking up some.
Making more merch.
There's no
Can you
sound.
hear you, Dakota? No sound.
Probably something talking in amongst us again.
Yeah, there's something been coming through since he hit the hour mark.
Right.
Yeah, there's some energy over here.
I thought I heard a girl laughing, giggle. To be honest with you.
So there was a girl laughing at Mike. Something called me by name. Told you, Chris, to shut up.
Oh, I don't like this.
I'm being legitimate with
Shut
what
your
I'm
filthy mouth.
At least it wasn't us that told to shut up.
No.
That's fine. Very, very sorry. Spirit person, whoever they are.
Chris. He's the quietest of the lot. He gets told to shut up.
Ah.
Most entities and spirits, when they see me come and go, oh, here comes the unholy butthole now, everyone. I can clean a house fairly quickly.
Oh. Oh my god, I've got a vision of you. Oh god, I don't know what that is, man.
I don't know what's worse, visioning Dakota in the women's clothing.
I think that would be an awesome investigation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's just say I went full Mrs. Doubtfire during that incident.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You need to be a drag ghost then, dude. You need to come back as a drag ghost.
Dearie, my name's Mrs. Doubtfire, you know.
Here's the thing: me and drag, I look just like my sisters. So,
Wow.
Oh my god.
I look lovely in women's
If
clothing.
they have a problem with their boyfriends, just you dress up as them and then you go visit them.
well, the problem is with that. I'm 6'7". None of my other siblings are even close to my height, so it'd be a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit much then, isn't it?
Have you played that game, Resident Evil Village?
I have not.
And okay, you need to look that up because they got it for me to entertain me in the house, and I actually love playing it. It scares the shit out of me. The game does, but it's a lot of fun to play. There is a tall woman in that called Lady.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Smoke,
I never played it. I've heard of it.
Okay, dude. Just to let you know, you definitely need to watch video on Lady Dimitrescu, and that needs to be your drag. Okay, you need to do Lady Dimitrescu. She's both a hot and badass bitch. So.
I was about to say she's supposed to be over like 9 feet tall, isn't she?
She is.
Oh yeah, and she will fuck you up really fast.
Do you play it on your Xbox or do you play it on your PlayStation, Mike?
PlayStation.
Oh,
It's on Xbox too.
That's when
Yeah, it's on Xbox, but I pretend Xbox doesn't exist.
That's blasphemy! Blasphemy!
I'm a PlayStation guy.
Oh.
You're either green or blue. PlayStation.
But look it up. Lady Dimitrescu is absolutely amazing.
I've heard of the game. I've seen the clips, but I never played it myself.
I know what Mike's talking about.
That's the most absolutely terrifying in all the gameplay. Trying to get out of that castle with that big bitch after you is probably the best.
Because her fingernails turn into things and she chases after you trying to.
Oh, she does. She'll
Freddy Krueger on your ass.
Oh, she'll fuck you up really fast.
Hi, sis.
And see, she can open up the doors behind you too, so you can't get away. So
They're off talking about games.
Oh my
sorry.
Yeah,
but you're talking about drag.
She's I don't do computer games. So I'm just sitting
I think we should all do computer games.
No time
Lady
anymore.
Dimitrescu is the best.
I did like the Resident Evils for the PlayStation when it first came out away back in the 90s. I did like the first Resident Evils.
See, I started playing it back then too, and
yeah, I like them.
I love the whole series.
The only games I really know Sonic.
Oh, wow. I love
Sonic games, like Sonic games. You know, like they're cool, but.
I get high as a kite and play Sonic. That's what's Sonic is meant to be played.
Pac-Man, that little head thing that goes around the post. Pac-Man.
Because of the music and shit. That's why you have to play Sonic high. Because the music and all the little rings and all the noises will freak you the fuck out halfway through it. So it's a lot of fun.
Tails is cute little fox.
I find GTA 5's quite good. You drive about your motor running defenseless people over. I mean,
there were Street Fighters as well. That other one, weren't there? That Street Fighters one where they fight in the street and stuff like that. Yeah, that old school game.
See, my son will play Mortal Kombat with me because I call him a cheating fucker every time I lose. So.
Bad loser. Put the monopoly over there.
Out of curiosity, Dakota, do you not have any news you want to tell before the end of the show? Before we get teamed up aliens?
Well, you know, You know, Chris, I don't know if anybody's paid attention, but we have jumped ahead at least a week when we started talking about future guests. So it almost feels like people might start questioning whether or not we actually have somebody for the 14th, you know? I've been on a moral dilemma. Should we reveal who that is?
I think we should reveal who it is, because
Say
look at
it,
Drew.
say
She's looking
it,
at me with
say
a
it.
All right. Well, all right. Let's build up to it. Let's see. Next week,
Let's
if
give
I'm
him a
not
clue.
mistaken, what?
We give him clues and then we'll tell him
Ireland.
if he can guess. Ireland.
All right. Well, next week we have Brian and possibly Lex coming on to talk about their UK ghost hunting tour. We have Psychic Medium coming on next Friday. Lisa Fry. She's always real good.
Oh, wow.
And let's see. We actually, thanks to our good friend Philip Mantle, who runs UFO Flying Press, I believe it was, he's been pimping us out to try to help promote authors that he publishes books for. And I was quite surprised to find out that one of the authors was someone who was on Ghost Hunters International. There's a second clue. Anybody want to take a guess?
I vaguely remember that series.
Wait a minute. What do you think? And they were talking Irish person.
No, going to my Facebook page to look for hints because he's a friend of mine on there.
Can I have another clue?
I think he was the only Irish one on there, wasn't he?
Try to think. They just tell us. Come on, I'm in suspense.
Barry Fitzgerald.
Oh, there you go. Good stuff. Well done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
He's actually written a couple of books on UFOs and will be joining us on the 14th.
Good stuff.
Very cool.
That'd be awesome.
Well done.
Yes.
Yeah. All we need to do now is arrange for an alien to abduct Mike, because Mike wants to see an alien.
I've never had the pleasure. I would love to.
You remember.
I want to get up inside the spaceship and push buttons. That's all I want to do.
Well,
oh my god.
Mike, think about it like
know what
this.
you're
I
really wanting.
potentially have hybrid children with a woman who's from an alien race who is very well known for getting sexually active with the indigenous species of planets they intend to invade.
Don't tell
So,
Mike
mean,
that. He'll
then
be
I
sitting
don't
there
remember
pulling
it.
out the
If we get an invasion,
And she
here
might
on
be
Earth,
jealous.
just to warn all the human beings out there, I will
Yeah,
go
right.
join my alien brothers, and I will rat you all out. And I will be the puppet of any alien overlord that comes to Earth. Just to let you know, I will sell everyone out.
I am hoping I get a free pass because I'm apparently married to it. So
I'm
We're
just
not
saying.
sure Dakota's allowed to have relationships in Earth,
Yeah.
actually.
I don't know if she did
Dakota's
that
gotta
just
wake up
to
this
screw
long.
with me or what.
As long as they give me a ray gun in my own spaceship, I mean, I will sell everybody out.
Well, that could
I'm
be
just
good.
letting you know.
Fun.
You know, I mean, it might be the other way around about. You might be a pet.
Okay. When I like
I'll be the chief propagandist on television with my alien overlord. So
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ah, dear Jesus. I just don't know. So,
sorry.
what's in the show tomorrow night, Dakota?
well, we've been dancing around this topic for quite some time, but I think it's actually time we go into the subject of the Starseed program.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually know a little bit about that.
That'd be a good one, I think.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
There has been people trying to push out information about star seeds for years, and it's just not took on. But I think a lot of people are listening these days.
People are opening up more now and realizing that think the world's not quite the way that they've been made out to see it, you know. So it should be a lot more effective now.
I think it'll be very interesting, especially if we get it promoted out tomorrow for you. I think you'll be surprised at the people that'll come. It's very interesting subject.
Well, it's open. it's open to all star seeds and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
We'll
know.
get it shared
I
out.
think there's a lot of people that have come forward recently that have found out that they're that way, and that there's a reason to why they see what they see. So it'd be really interesting for them to educate as well, wouldn't it? Like to hear it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's the bits and pieces I've heard and studied too. Sherry, was people, the way they see things, the why they see them, and the bloodlines and why they see them is because of that. So
Right.
I've been fascinated by that. By
Yeah.
that idea. So
It's very fascinating. And I mean, look at Dakota.
No,
When he
but
goes to the space ship, there's got to have his high heels ready for him and all that.
I may have better luck finding clothes in the Pleiades. I'll be honest.
They
Yeah.
are an amazing species to be around, and that, but like
Oh.
spirits, you have to be careful. They're not all
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Spirit-
if I can find a Lady Dimitrescu outfit, I'll send it to you, dude. You have to wear it on a show if I do. So
I'll tell you what, Mike, I think I know where that to go to that fair. I'll send you the link, right? And we can arrange something with Dakota here.
We get to 3,000 subscribers, I'll do it.
I'll tell you, since
Very cool.
2 weeks ago, we've gained out nearly 200 subscribers, which is, I'm shocked.
Yeah,
And
all
that was
because of
Elena.
Elena.
No.
Don't sell yourself short. You've got a good.
It's not just because of Elena. You guys do a lot of hard work, and you do amazing stuff on your channel. It ain't just the people you have on the show. It's you as yourselves as well.
The people wouldn't
You
have
make the
stayed.
show just by how you are.
No. We owe Elena some fucking flowers after that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome. Yeah, and she has helped you to get out there and whatever. She's an amazing lady, but it isn't all everybody else's work. It's what you've done as well. It's
I
the hard
think
work
she
you
should
put
get the
in.
first Bald and Bonkers t-shirt merch.
I done this one
What?
myself. I did that on Amazon.
Here's the
That's
thing. Everybody
special.
she's tried to get us in contact with to help us out, to help kind of network everybody together more. Conveniently, everybody's having computer issues all at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I find odd. Yeah.
She's
And
very.
it's only when talking to us.
I mean, I didn't realise that she had actually had as much credentials behind her. She's practiced shamanism and she
Mhm.
did Stonehenge.
Very
and
clever
stuff
lady.
there. Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I binge watched her channel last week.
Yeah.
I
She's,
binge
I
watched
must,
every
yeah. But honestly, guys, in the chat, please visit Drew's channel, Sherry's channel, and Mike's channel, because I can't wait to next week. Wish I had a time machine I could go forward and hear all your stories.
oh, I have the haunted object story coming up next, I believe, if I'm correct.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll be talking about the piece of the piece of the grave that one of the things I'll be talking about is the piece of the grave I got from Marie Laveau's actual burial site. So for those who
Really?
know who Marie Laveau is,
That'd be
it was a
interesting.
gift.
And I'm
And it's
setting
haunted.
an alarm so I don't miss it this week because that's the last two I've missed and it's a sin.
The Lost Colony, the one I'm looking at the new, looks really good.
Yeah, the
That's-
Lost Colony one was a lot of fun. It was scary as hell, and you'll get to find out what I thought about it. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Mike. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how long have we been on for? An hour and a half, Dakota. Can you believe that? What is it?
Oh, time always flies when we're having fun.
it really
It
did
does,
fly.
guys. It
That's,
does.
It
And
really did.
I would like to thank Mike for coming on. Awesome, Mike. Thank you so
I'm
much.
thanking for whoever was keep jamming up his audio signal to let him actually fucking come through.
Yes. Maybe it's the
I
aliens.
showed up on Drew's channel, and it actually
Yeah.
came through, and I was fucking surprised that happened. So
he got up on my channel. I was over the moon.
There you go. There's a message for somebody just as we speak. And also thank you for Drew and Sherry to come on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you ladies are
awesome.
awesome.
But guys, those
Always.
links in the chat, please check Drew's channel out, Sherry's channel out, and Mike's channel out. And if you don't subscribe to Mike's channel, Bigfoot's going to come in the night and take you away.
Rip your arms.
And
and
I
legs
will
off.
be about, guys. But at the minute, I'm recovering, so there ain't a lot of investigation or anything I'm doing at the moment. But I will be in people's rooms supporting. But when I am back, you will know.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
like
just
we
take
said,
your
you
time.
just got out of hospital. Well, nobody's expecting you to be 100%, and if they are, go
But, yeah, but I do. You know what I'm like? I'm impatient. I don't like sitting around. I want to do my investigation, and I can't. I try, like, even getting up out of bed at the moment. I'm like an 80-year-old. I'm like,
Under strict instructions.
Look, Sherry, a couple of weeks you'll start getting better. Trust us, you'll be
Well,
fine.
they said a couple of months for me because of the biopsies. It weren't just the camera; it was biopsies because they were looking for cancer and that as well, which I got all clear. So that's good.
Well, see,
So
there you go.
Yeah. So just got to recover
Just
now.
relax.
Yeah.
Look at see, we're all getting older now. You know, this is what we've all got to
The
look
body
forward
don't
to.
heal.
Obviously, you two are young. You know,
I'm gonna at
the
least have
oldest
5
one
more
in the
years
room.
before.
I'm going to live to 150. I'm going to be here until I'm 150.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Half a century of being this up.
God.
Oh God. Hey, Mike, I give you permission to come and haunt me. But honestly, see if we go before Dakota, because Dakota is the youngest. We have to haunt her, and I think it's only fair. We have to haunt Dakota.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'm the youngest here, so technically y'all are supposed to die before me.
That's very.
Don't tempt fate.
Yeah, no.
I'll come and do that. You'll know it's me, right?
I've survived my mother's cooking. I think I'll be okay.
Oh
my God.
Oh my God. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you after the show, guys. It's in here, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Catch you later.
Have a good night, everyone.
Blessed be.
Good night, mate. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
1